if you just bought a new TV, you probably grabbed like an HDMI cable, plugged it in, and, well, didn't give it a second thought.
Yeah, that's pretty much everyone's experience with AV gear.
Right. But today, we're jumping into a new deep dive. We are looking at a stack of sources, starting with the specs for a specific 5-meter DVIGear HyperLight cable.
Which seems super simple on the surface.
Exactly.
Okay.
But our mission today is to use this one cable as a keyhole to unlock a staggeringly complex, invisible world of audio-visual infrastructure. And we're doing that by exploring the massive catalog of the retailer that sells it, HDTV Supply.
It really is this massive hidden landscape. I mean, we tend to think of video as a direct, simple line from point A to point B.
Just plug and play.
Right. But behind the walls of almost every major commercial space, there's a highly engineered ecosystem at work.
And looking at HDTV Supply's catalog really puts that into perspective. I mean, they've got a 25-year history and over 10,000 positive reviews. But it's the gear itself that caught my eye.
Oh, it's intense.
Yeah, it reads less like a tech store and more like blueprints for a digital central nervous system. I was looking at something called a Wolfpack modular matrix switcher that can handle up to 160 TVs.
That is a lot of screens.
Right. Why on earth do you need a machine that massive? Like, couldn't a commercial space just use a giant signal splitter?
That is a great question, and it really comes down to how data actually behaves at scale. Because a standard splitter just takes one signal and blindly duplicates it.
Okay, so it just copies the same thing over and over.
Exactly, but think about a massive sports bar. You don't want the exact same game on 160 screens.
Oh, true. You'd want, like, 20 different games.
Right, routed to specific clusters of screens, all in pure 4K, all changing in real time. So a matrix switcher is fundamentally different from a splitter. It's actually an active routing computer.
Okay, so instead of a simple single-lane dirt road connecting a DVD player to a TV, this is more like, well, like a massive automated highway interchange.
Precisely. Take their video wall processors, for example. Those have to map one giant image seamlessly across a 10x1 display configuration.
Wow, so it's stretching one picture across 10 TVs.
Yeah, and the switcher has to coordinate millions of pixels. Think of them as cars arriving at exact microsecond intervals.
Wait, what happens if one of those lanes gets backed up?
Then you get pixel lag or screen tearing. That's where, half the screen updates before the other.
Oh, that glitchy look.
Exactly. The matrix switcher basically acts as a localized air traffic controller. It calculates bandwidth across dozens of inputs and outputs simultaneously to ensure flawless delivery.
Okay, that makes sense for rendering a massive football game across a megabar. But as I was reading through the specs on these switchers, I noticed some heavy-duty security certifications.
Ah, yeah, you're looking at the government purchasing section of their catalog.
Right, because I saw terms like TAA approved and the NASA CP program. Is this really just consumer tech scaled up for bars, or is there like a higher level of security required for this kind of routing?
It's definitely the latter. This same hardware is the backbone for high-stakes enterprise and government facilities. Let's break down those acronyms, because it's all about data security.
Yeah, what does TAA actually mean for the hardware?
So TAA compliance means the product meets strict U.S. government manufacturing standards. It basically guarantees the hardware wasn't manufactured in a non-compliant country.
Which I'm guessing is crucial for preventing foreign espionage or hardware tampering.
Exactly. And CWP, which stands for Solutions for Enterprise-Wide Procurement, is this massive federal contract vehicle.
So NASA really is using this stuff.
Yeah. If NASA or the Department of Defense needs to route classified orbital telemetry across a secure control room, they use this exact same tier of equipment.
Wait, really? So the sports bar showing the playoffs is literally using military-grade, aerospace-approved traffic control for their video signals?
They are, because at that scale, uncompressed 4K video isn't just a TV show. It is a massive packet of sensitive data.
Why?
Yeah, whether it's a quarterback's touchdown pass or classified satellite imagery, the hardware has to route that data with a zero fail rate and absolute security.
That is wild. So what does this all mean for you listening at home? Well, the next time you're out grabbing a drink and you look up at a massive, pristine video wall, remember, you aren't just looking at a bunch of synchronized TVs.
Not at all.
You are staring at a highly complex 160-screen digital traffic system working overtime, completely out of sight.
It really recontextualizes the physical spaces we walk through every day. I mean, the drywall is hiding a very busy digital highway.
It really is. Which brings up a wild thought to leave you with today. If we are currently relying on NASA-approved, military-grade routing infrastructure, just to seamlessly run flat-screen 4K and 8K video walls today. What kind of unimaginable quantum hardware matrix is going to be humming behind the walls when fully immersive 3D holographic environments become the new public standard?